guys, it's your girl Summer coming back at you guys with another video this week. This video topic is about how I personally gave my life to Christ. A little bit of background information about the things that I used to do that, I no longer do anymore. I struggle with, yes, but I don't do them anymore. Let me give you some background information. I'm 23. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I have been, I'm not gonna say a Christian, I've been a Christian my whole life, but I just probably a year ago started having a relationship with Christ. So yeah, my relationship started after I went through a really dark season, a really dark season of just partying, drinking, doing drugs. I used to smoke all the time. Molly, acid, Xans, like things. I don't know why I was doing them, but I did them. I used to drink almost every day, living the college life and stuff like that. I had a girlfriend, so yes, I used to live a homosexual lifestyle. The homosexual lifestyle is not something I just did in college. I had struggled with that ever since I was in 9th grade. I had played basketball for the first time in 9th grade, and the key word, you can say I got turned out. It is what it is. And I had been trying to stop living that lifestyle for years. Like when I was 9th grade, I was like, okay, I'm done. Sophomore year, got another girlfriend. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm in love with her. That was my first love. I've never been in love with a guy. I've been in love with a female. And that ended really bad. So I was like, you know what? After high school, I'm done messing with females. I'm not messing with females no more. But unfortunately, went into college. And I stopped for like 2 years. I didn't mess with females. And then my junior year came, and this new girl came to school. Everybody wanted her, cute. And she was my teammate. So she ends up coming up to me like, oh, I like you. And I'm like, I give up this lifestyle. Like, please, just leave me alone. But she kept trying. I kept trying. And eventually, I fell for it. And it sucks, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I dated her for 9 months. Horrible relationship. So unhealthy. Nothing good I can possibly say came from it except for my relationship with Christ, because it was very physical. Like, we were very physical. She was abusive, I was abusive. So we're constantly fighting each other almost every day, very jealous. It was just really bad. And I remember praying to God and saying, if you let this end, I'll be okay with it. Just let it be mutual. Because I didn't want to deal with the heartbreak. That's exactly what it sounds like. Just let it be mutual. And 2 weeks later, we got into a physical altercation, and we were just sitting in the car and was like, this is unhealthy. Like, we shouldn't be in this. We're fighting each other every day. We're crying and going through all these emotions for what? What's the benefit? We're not gonna get married to each other, even though it felt like we were gonna get married in the beginning. As things progressed down the road, we're like, okay, this is not gonna go on any further. And if we do, one of us is gonna be dead. So this isn't healthy. We need to end this. And I was like, that's fine. This is exactly what I asked for. I said, God, if this doesn't work out, just let it be mutual. Little did I know that just because it was mutual, it does not mean I wasn't gonna have any heartbreak. That was a really hard and dark time for me. She basically told lies about me after it. All my friends my best friend too, they all turned their backs to me. They stopped talking to me. It was a really, really dark place. I just felt alone. So I'm alone. Basketball had just ended. I was doing an extra semester at school, so I didn't have my teammates or anybody to just like be around, because she had told everybody, you know, she's abusive, she's crazy, and I'm sitting here like, are you telling them the same things that you're doing too, or are you just telling them the things that I did, you know? But basically I had nobody. Everyone was talking about me in the whole school because they were believing everything she said. And I was like, are y'all really like that gullible? Like, that's not even in my personality. Like, I'm one of the sweetest, nicest person that you can meet. One of the sweetest, nicest people that you can meet. Like, I love people. I love helping. I'm caring. And the fact that, you know, you're telling people all these lies is kind of like hurtful. Like, that's a test of my character. So after I went all through that, someone actually went back to school administration and told people, like, I saw so-and-so, my ex, putting her hands on Summer. And I'm like, wow, who saw this? Like, I didn't say anything, but who saw this? And she's going to tell people, like, she went around school basically telling people, yo, my ex is crazy. She's going around telling counselors and school administration that I put my hands on her. And I'm like, no, I didn't do that. People saw you do it and were concerned. But that ended up becoming like this huge blowout. Like, people going around saying like, yeah, if you just wanted to talk to her, why didn't you just go up to her? And I'm like, you're right. That's all I had to do was go up and send her a text. We had a class together or talk to her. What would make you think that I would go out my way to talk to her and jeopardize her basketball career? Because she was still playing basketball. She was a year under me. She was a transfer. I'm like, why would I do that? But no one believed me. So I just kind of felt like, wow, like I went from being like one of the most popular girls at school to the most hated. When they say God humbles you, he really humbles you. Because I used to be cocky, like, oh yeah, I'm dating this cute girl, I play basketball, I drive, I do this and that. When I tell you in probably a week, my life changed, it did. My relationship ended. My car broke down. It was a 2009, so it wasn't even that old. My engine went out, which means I couldn't drive back and forth to my home to work, which means I had to quit my job, so I wasn't making any money. I lost all my friends. He definitely humbled me, but during that time, it was so hard. Like, I did try to commit suicide. I did. I didn't want to live anymore. I didn't understand. Now I see that, you know, what God was doing, and I'm thankful for it. But then it seemed like, yo, this is the end of the world. Like, what is going on? Like, it was just happening so fast. So I didn't understand. But like they said, God is close to the brokenhearted. So that was just an amazing time. Me and my dorm, didn't have any friends, spending hours and hours just praying to God and reading his word and just immersing myself in his presence. It was just so wonderful because I never experienced that. I was a Christian, but I never had a relationship with him. So I'm reading Heather Lindsay's stuff and reading books from God and trying to get to know him better and actually hearing his voice. People are like, well, I heard God, and I never understood that. You heard God, what does that mean? But I actually got that perception for myself for the first time. Like, I actually heard his voice, like, and it was amazing. And I started, you know, what is my purpose, God? And I could hear him. This is your purpose, to do this and that. And I was like, wow, now I understand why people, are crazy over God, because I never understood that. I'm like, I was a Christian, but I was messing with this girl. I was doing these drugs. I was drinking every night, twerking every night. I didn't understand. So, I'm a year in now, and I'm still a baby in Christ. I'm still struggling. I would never say, I found God and, I never liked girls again. Unfortunately, that's not my story. I still struggle when I see a beautiful female go by. Temptation does still hit me. And, sometimes I have to be right in that spot. I'm like, yo, God, please help me. Please help me. And it's funny because, like, when you give your life to God, like, Satan's going to tempt you, like, a lot. And you see it, And it's sometimes the same things that once got you before, he'll tempt you with the same thing again. And sometimes that is for me. Like, even at work, I still have females that, try to hit on me. It's like, I never said I liked females. I never insinuated that. So why would you feel like out of everybody at work, you would come to me? And it's like, here we go again. So sometimes he tempts you with the same things you felt like you overcame. And, I still struggle with those things. I still struggle with, like, not wanting to smoke or go out and drink and club. Because, I'm 23, I'm still young, and just go back to that lifestyle. Like, but if you surround yourself with good people, with godly friends, you gotta watch out for the things you watch on TV, things you listen to. Because I realize when I watch the things I shouldn't be, hang out with the people I shouldn't be, that's when I find myself slowly creeping back to those things. So I wish my story was, I found God and I never been the same. I did change a lot. I don't enjoy going out. I don't mess with females. I've been celibate for a year and 3 months. Even bought myself a celibacy ring, so it's real. But yeah, I'm not who I once was, but I definitely have a lot of growing to do. Like, I'm nowhere where I want to be, with my walk with Christ, and sometimes, you go through your, like I said in my last video, your dry seasons, which I'm going through right now, which is really hard because I went through crying in my room and hearing God every day and in his presence 24/7. And then God giving me everything that I lost. When I lost my car, God gave me my dream car. I got a Jeep Wrangler, which is my dream car. He blessed me with something better. I got a better job. I was working at American Family. When I lost that job, he gave me a new job, and now I work at a hospital. As far as the relationships, there's no Mr. Right now that's in my life. I'm still waiting. I feel like I still have a lot of things to work on, which I'm okay with. Like, I'm definitely content in my single season because I know when God blesses me with somebody, it's going to be great. Do I still struggle with the whole female stuff? I do. And, I want to make sure that I'm the best me I can be for my husband when he does come. So I am still waiting, and I'm okay with that. I'm not struggling with being celibate, masturbation and stuff like that. We'll talk about that in another video. New videos coming out every week. Check them out. Thank you for listening.